Hi, YouTubers. Something important, something kind of damn important. I'm in the garage of my parents' house. I'm smoking a nice big ass cigar, as in a big ass cigar for life. The house of keeping, smoking this Gran Habano cigar, nice big ass cigar, as the big ass cigar for life. Gran Habano lunch break, Corojo number 5. Big ass cigar is the big ass cigar of life. Yep. I'm coming to you from the garage of my parents' house on a very sunny day. You can tell it's very sunny outside, very damn sunny because it's glaring into the camera. I really do apologize. It's so damn sunny outside right now. It's just glaring into the camera. Anyway, I do apologize for that, and I am smoking a big ass cigar. It's the big ass cigar of life. Anyway, that's a house of keeping. Anyway, so I want to do a recap of my week first before I get too involved in things. So first off, I worked Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday this week at Roche Brothers in Massachusetts. We say Massachusetts because it's so damn cold here, damn hot here, damn. It was actually a combination of damn cold and damn hot here this week. So some days it was damn cold and other days it was damn hot. So we had some rain this week here in Massachusetts, Sunday night I didn't get much sleep. So unfortunately, this past Sunday, which was my birthday, almost a week ago, I got terrible sleep that night. If you don't know, I'm kind of an insomniac myself, and I have trouble sleeping. I take sleeping medication, and no, I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy ass like the big ass cigar. I just take sleeping medication. Not everybody who takes medication is crazy. I just couldn't get to sleep on Sunday night. I was up till almost 6 o'clock in the morning, and I only got I think half an hour of sleep, 30 minutes of sleep, and and then I worked Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday doing the carts, nice big ass carts like the big ass cigar at Roche Brothers. Yeah, I was pushing the carts, and I was pretty tired on Monday. Yeah, obviously I was pretty damn tired because, let's face it, I only got half an hour of sleep, and when you only get half an hour of sleep, your brain is kind of delayed. It's kind of delayed, and it's really kind of your brain really fogs, and you get that kind of that delayed reaction, which I really hate. I really hate that. For a better word, I really fucking hate it. It's just such a pain in the butt. Monday was kind of sucky because unfortunately, I was very very tired that morning, and Then Tuesday was better. I think I got to sleep on Monday night around probably around 11:30. Not perfect, but a lot better, a hell of a lot better. Sorry, car going by. There's a lot of cars going by today. Not sure why. Oh, finally, the sun went in. Nice. Yeah. And I know people have said in the past they don't have to apologize when the cars go by, but it is a little bit distracting when the cars go by in the street. Back to what I was saying. Yeah, I got to sleep around 11:30 on Monday night, and then Tuesday I was a lot more rested, so had a lot more of a recharged batteries. My batteries, my internal clock, my body clock was a lot more recharged on Tuesday morning, and also on Tuesday night I got even better sleep, so I was a lot more set for work on Tuesday and Wednesday. And then Thursday, I had kind of a very eventful day. Thursday, I went to the RMV or the DMV. Some places call it the DMV, the Department of Motor Vehicles, in Massachusetts we call it the RMV, the Registry of Motor Vehicles. But I know in a lot of states they call it the Department of Motor Vehicles or the Department of Highway Safety. Different states have different acronyms. Like different states say DUI or DWI or OUI or OWI for drunk driving. It's different acronyms. It's basically basically, you hear these acronyms all the time in a legal perspective. I'm a paralegal myself, and you hear these acronyms all the time, like, DUI or DWI, RMV, DMV, Department of Highway Safety, or like CPS versus DCF or DSS or DHS, for like Child Protective Services, it's just different acronyms. It depends how the state, how they put into their legal documents. So, oh, the sun's coming out again. Sorry. Yeah, so I went to the RMV, which is basically the DMV for most states. Car going by again. I can't believe it. That's like the fourth car that's gone by. So anyway. So yeah, I went to the RMV to get my new ID card, and I go there and I find out, I'm going to be a little bit careful here, this is a little bit personal, but I will say this. I find out you can't use at the DMV or RMV laminated documents. I'm like, WTF, it's like, why can't I use laminated documents? I really do apologize with all the cars going by, it's really a pain in the ass. All these cars going by in the street. I'm not sure. It must be a popular time. Everyone's coming home. Well, it's like 5:30, so probably a lot of people are coming home from work. So I know people say I don't have to apologize, but it does cause a little bit of distraction in the background. So anyway, so I find out when I go to the RMV that you can't use laminated documents, and like, okay, that really sucks. So I have to go back to my parents' house to get the documents for the new ID card, and then I have to go back to the RMV, which is about I don't know, like a half an hour each way, which really sucks. And then finally, lo and behold, I'm finally able to get my temporary ID, and they say, oh yeah, your ID will be mailed to you, through USPS Postal Service. So yeah, that was a big ordeal. Wow, it's really smoky in here. So yeah, that was a kind of an ordeal. It's like, that took 4 hours out of my day. Usually people complain all the time, like, oh, when I go to the DMV, the Department of Motor Vehicles, Department of Highway Safety, I'm standing in line for like 2.5 hours. It's like, it wasn't even like it was standing in line that long. It's like, it's just initially they said, oh, you need an appointment, and like, oh, we don't need an appointment, this is kind of a time sensitive thing, and then they kind of make an exception for us, and then we find out, lo and behold, you can't use a laminated document, and then we have to go back all the way back to my town from their town, which obviously I'm not going to say where I live, that's my confidentiality. And it's just a pain in the ass. It's like, it takes like 4 hours out of our day as opposed to 2 hours, which we were planning on like 2 hours. I go with my counselor, a nice big ass counselor, like the big ass cigar. And yeah, just a pain in the ass overall. So it was kind of irritation in general. But, long story short, we were able to get the ID card, or a temporary ID card, and the ID card will be mailed to me through the USPS Postal Service. I am, I'm really glad here in Massachusetts, you only have to renew an ID card every 5 years. So, or you have to, get a new ID card every 5 years, because that goes for a driver's license, ID card, or a liquor ID card. Because, I mean, if you were doing this like every year, it's like, it would be a pain in the fucking ass. It's like, I mean, I can't even imagine going every year to the DMV or the RMV. I call it the DMV so frequently because the majority of states, the vast majority of states, even like Connecticut and Rhode Island, or New Hampshire, call the DMV. So that's what people are used to calling it, as the Department of Motor Vehicles. But people are not used to calling it the RMV. So Massachusetts has a lot of interesting, acronyms like that. From a legal perspective, is we call different things here. So we kind of have more whatever laws. So yeah, so it was kind of a pain in the ass to do that. And finally, we were able to get the actual ID sent to me, so which is pretty nice, pretty damn decent. So yeah, so that was yesterday, and then today. Today, I went with my other counselor to get some lunch. We went to Wendy's, which is like a fast food place, and I got a salad. I got a baked potato, and I also got some chili. And I also, so baked potato, chili, and salad. And we had a good time. Then we walked, then we did some errands, and so it was a fun day. And then I went and did some grocery shopping today. And so I'm visiting my parents until Sunday. Nice big ass parents like the big ass cigar, just being silly ass like the big ass cigar. Yeah. So I was, very relieved that I was able to get the. I know I keep mentioning this, but I was really relieved I was able to get the actual ID card because my ID card expired. My current ID card expired. Orburner. My current ID card expired. And once your ID card expires, you can't use it to buy like tobacco or alcohol. So I was, very glad that I was able to get the new ID card, or it will be mailed to me because that is something off my roster. So yeah. A lot of people ask me. I've had a lot of people ask me in the past, like, "Hey, Smoking Essie, like, why don't you drive yourself? Like, why don't you have a car? Why don't you don't drive? Because it would be a lot easier if you had a driver's license. You just could renew it online." And the answer is, I don't drive myself. I don't drive. I don't have a license. I have an ID card, a liquor ID card, but I don't drive myself. I have no interest in driving. I have no interest in having a license. I have no interest in, driving in general. So, and currently, I don't need my license. Now, people might say, "Hey, Smokey Essie, that's crazy." It's like, how the hell do you get around if you don't have? I'm not going to repeat myself too much, but people might say, "Hey, Smokey Essie, like, how the hell do you get around?" It's like, you must need a license. It's like, where I live, you definitely need a license. Well, the good news is around here, I'm going to be a little bit careful here, but I don't currently need a license at this point in my life. The nice thing about living on the East Coast is as opposed to the West Coast, is there's a lot less of those. Like, I know on the West Coast, I've never been on the West Coast. The farthest west I've ever been is New York. Is like upstate New York. I've never been to like California or Nevada or Arizona, or like any of those western states. I've never even been to Pennsylvania. But I hear in a lot of those like western states, like California, Nevada, Arizona, Colorado, there's a lot of like very big highways, and that's how people get around, is on these very big highways. We really don't have that so much here in Massachusetts. Or Massachusetts, it'd be so damn cold here, damn hot here, damn. It's not to say we don't have highways in Massachusetts. We have highways, but we don't have like, I guess what I'm trying to say is if you live somewhere where I live, you don't absolutely need your license. It helps, but I don't see myself getting my license in the next 5 years. I just don't. I just don't see myself getting my license. And first off, you would have to get a permit, a learner's permit, like a driving permit, and then get your license. I have no interest currently. And also you get into the whole issue, the whole bullshit issue of like the whole like gas prices, not getting into politics, that kind of bullshit, But you also get into the whole cost of like maintaining a car. Because keep in mind, even if I had my license, even if hypothetically I had my license, Orburner went off. Even if hypothetically I had my license, I would have to have a used car because both my parents have to have their own car. It's like, my mom works. It's like, she's still working. My dad is retired. It's like, but, obviously he needs a car. It's like, it's not like I could, buy their car from them. It's like, I don't have the money. It's like, so, I would have to have my own used car. And that's another, like, I don't know, $200, $300 a month. It's like, I'm not going to spend like $300 a month. I can't afford that. It's like, I can't afford $200 or $300 a month on a car payment. No way in hell. It's like, yeah, I can't afford $200 or $300 in a car payment. I'm actually lucky because a lot of people don't have that luxury. It's like a lot of people don't have the luxury of being able to walk to work. A lot of people work at a place, even Massachusetts, where they have to drive. They have to drive to work, and they have to find a way to maintain a car, maintain a license, because most people have to drive to work. It's like, thankfully, I can walk to work, and yeah, so I don't have to worry about car payments or maintaining also car insurance. I mean, obviously, you have to have insurance in Massachusetts, and you also have to have registration. It's like I would have to pay for insurance. It's like I'm not going to pay for insurance. It's like I don't want to have a license and have to pay for insurance, and I also have to pay a car loan. It's like, and I also have to pay for gas. It's like, I mean, gas is freaking expensive right now. No way in hell it's like. Now, people might say, but smoking acid, like when you walk to work, it's like, aren't you like crossing like a busy highway? Or is it like, are you almost like getting hit by a car? It's like, is the road even safe where you're walking? And the answer is yes. I'm going to be a little bit careful here, but yeah, it's like, the roads I'm walking to work are totally safe. They're kind of like, side streets. It's like, I'm not, crossing like a busy highway or crossing a busy intersection, so I'm very lucky. I'm very, very lucky because, I mean, I can tell you this. If I had to pay a car payment, if I had to pay for insurance, if I had to pay for, gas, I mean, I would be really pissed. It's like, I'd be really, I keep saying, but I mean, I'd be really pissed. I mean, I'd be really pissed. So I'm very lucky that I don't have to pay for a car right now. I have no interest in getting my license. And thankfully, I mean, yeah, so I'm very lucky. Yeah, so that's about it regarding that. So yeah, hopefully next week my ID will be mailed to me, and I'll have a new liquor ID card, so I can buy, tobacco, buy alcohol, buy lottery tickets, that kind of stuff. So, yeah, I had a good week this week. It was a very nice week. We had some rain. Wednesday was very rainy and very crappy here in Massachusetts. We had a lot of rain on Wednesday, and then in terms of the other days, they were kind of, I wouldn't say super warm, but they were not like really crappy in general. So, yeah, so I've had a good week overall, and I'll probably be working my typical schedule, typical schedule this coming week. I'll be doing a job update tonight, and probably be working, Sunday 3 to 8, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday 9 to 1, and then not this Sunday, but next Sunday is Easter. Yeah, Easter, nice big ass Easter, like the big ass cigar, and yeah, so the store will be closed on Easter. So I will not. I will work almost certainly this Sunday, but Sunday the 17th I won't work because it's Easter, so I'll have the day off again on Easter. And I had the day off for my birthday, the 3rd, because obviously I took the day off. I took paid time off that day. It does really suck that I had trouble, sleeping because it kind of ruined the day for me because I was all set to go to sleep and wake up for work first thing in the morning 7:30 in the morning, and then I had trouble sleeping. I was like, shit, it's like I had so much trouble sleeping. I only got like a half hour of sleep, and I was so damn tired. It's like Jesus Christ, I was so damn tired. So yeah, I know I'm complaining and bitching, but I mean, would you like to get a half an hour of sleep? It's like, you feel like crap. It's like when you only get a half an hour of sleep, yeah, 3 or 4 hours is doable. When you only get 20 or 30 minutes of sleep, you feel like total shit. It's like, it's the worst feeling in the world. I hate that feeling. I just hate the feeling of not being able to get any sleep. And that's why I take sleeping medications. And people can be whatever and say, oh, don't take medications. It's like, they're addictive, whatever. Don't take sleeping pills, whatever. They're addictive, They're prescribed to me. They're legally prescribed to me by a doctor. I trust my doctor. It's like, I'll take my chances with the sleeping medications. It's like, yes, I'm aware they can be addictive, whatever. It's like, and that's another reason. That's another reason why I have no interest in getting my license, is because the medications I'm on right now could make it more difficult to safely drive. It's like, so that's another reason I have no interest in getting my driver's license, is because the medications I'm taking right now could impair my, it could make it unable for me to. I'm not even sure if I could safely drive. It's like, and I obviously wouldn't want to cause an accident. It's like, so I would want to obviously be careful. I'd have to ask my doctor first, because I haven't driven in a long time, so I'd have to be really careful, because I'm on certain medications. So obviously anytime you take any medications, you obviously want to ask your doctor, is this safe for me to do? Obviously you want to get permission. You want to say, like, okay, is this safe for me to do? Anytime you take medications and you do anything like driving or drinking alcohol, you obviously want to ask your doctor beforehand, just to make sure it's safe to do. Because obviously being safe is the good thing. Anyway, so I'm rambling at this point. That's about it. So I will see you guys later. Anyway, pretty fucking cool. Bye.